Heading on Route 68 now. 30,
Alrighty, guys.
45.
Good evening. It's been
Speeds are about 70.
kind of a busy day already on the server.
Call it secondary.
We have a officer who's just stabbed, and
Route 68 towards Harmony.
they are in pursuit of the subject. I am just now coming on shift. Sadly, work had me a little late, as usual. So here I am, ready to start my patrol. I have not eaten anything, haven't had food or water.
We're stopping 4024 near the car dealership, Route 68. Continuing again through Harmony.
These guys they're like stopping and going. The pursuit's kind of funny. But they're working it. So hopefully they can get the guy. And good evening, Leah. Nice to have you on tonight. Hope
4021 turning into the Dollar Pills parking lot.
Hoping that tonight will be a little more entertaining. Wow.
It's back on 68.
71, are you sufficient on units? Question South 470, sufficient on units?
478 firm, we've got plenty here. Now we're opposite direction eastbound.
Yeah, I'm definitely not getting
eastbound
called
Route
that.
68, passing the car dealership, heading back towards the Yellow Jack.
Roger. 2 Liquor 37 Thirst Check.
Units behind me, you can pass me.
Passing left.
Lincoln 37, you still in pursuit?
38 on primary.
Okay.
We just passed the Yellow Jack 3046, eastbound Route 68, heading towards the freeway.
Surprised that I'm hoping for a busy one too. I'm surprised they don't have a signal 33 out right now, where radio traffic is emergency only.
1050, continuing on the overpass 3048. We're heading on to Sonora Freeway northbound.
Northbound Sonora Freeway. They're probably going to pass
Crossing
me.
through the meeting, opposite lanes of traffic 3050. Do we have a pit timer?
Hey, phone pit time has expired.
He's about to pass U-Tool, opposite lanes of traffic 3051. He's in the southbound lanes of Sonora Freeway.
38 to 47 here in a minute. If you're able to take out to pass me, and I'll let you set up for that.
Hey, firm.
I'm going to head up this way just in case.
5 David 84 showing you on scene 2055 for down deputy.
Still continuing northbound, opposite lanes, North Freeway.
747, confirming permission to pit.
Copy, pit time has expired.
Charles 31.
Advise, stand down on the pit if he's on opposite lanes. I want him crashing into somebody.
Unit calling, go ahead.
I don't know, there was a unit calling.
Hey, units, let's get. He's going back to the original scene.
47, we're in the northbound lanes of Sonora Freeway again. Correct that. Now we're entering the tunnel. It's continuing through the tunnel. I'm not going to go through there. These opposite lanes heading towards Polito through the tunnel.
Everyone, I'm standing by at the entrance of the tunnel in case he turns around. If he comes back on your side of the lanes, you're here for pit if it's clear of traffic.
Yeah, that's
He's
him.
Continuing opposite lanes of traffic. About to pass the gas station.
Yeah, get out of the vehicle. Didn't want to get hit. You know, that'd be miserable.
Parking lot of Pop's Diner, final stop.
1000 final stop. He's on foot inside the diner.
There goes the rest of them. And there's a sieve.
Shoot.
They attached me to that and didn't tell me. What the crap?
Gotta be shots fired, staging medics.
I wish they'd have told me they attached me. I think every officer that's on right now.
You did inbound, watch cross.
Stand 47, we have 110-15. Can lift the air.
Copy, need medics.
Clear. Closing.
A firm, you got GSWs to the suspect.
747, confirm 20.
1000 outside of Pop's Diner. If they're facing the diner, it'll be on the left side.
Under 6.
Copy, code 4 declared incident 18926.
Truck's clear.
Driver passenger side are clear.
Is this sports car involved?
In the accident part, not in the pursuit.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they look sufficient. So, yeah.
All the sirens.
Yeah, it was definitely a fun way to start. Like I said, I didn't even know that they attached me to it.
Jesus Christ. Shot over it.
I didn't do a darn thing on this one. So, they got 110-15. So they definitely got someone in custody. Gunshot wounds.
10-4, somebody, 10-8 from the chase, heading back to assist the Delta unit at the homicide scene.
All right.
5 David 84, you still on scene 20454.
8-4, I'm actually out at 1000 assisting with the OIS investigation on 10-6.
David 84, right.
Clear. Closing.
10-4,
Front,
control.
away.
So we 10-8 them.
Tom 72, Roger, 10-8 service.
I'm 6'4", I'm 10'8 as well.
3 Tom 64, Roger, 10-8 service.
Yeah, ain't no reason to stay there. They had 9 people over there. And a lot of them were like lieutenants, captains, stuff like that. I don't need to be involved in all that. Yes, definitely a fun way to start the scene.
Just confirm we have medicals coded for our subject as well, 1000.
Copy, private medics now.
Copy, private medic?
Yeah. Always fun to start a night like that. There's still quite a few people on. What was that, 3 civs? Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 civs. Oh, So, we'll see how active the night is after that. Like I said, I know we have 3 civs on. Hopefully, they'll continue something. But I also know
6-2, Surge Joe.
I also know that I'm running late tonight, so
Code 4 here.
Right.
hope your guys' nights are going well. I know mine's been fairly decent for the most part. I don't really have any complaints other than the fact that I got on late, but that's something that was out of my control. Like I said, I had other things that were a higher priority, and I'm just happy I can get a little bit of time. But I would definitely say by me coming on late, it is not ruining the night. So I am happy. Even being late, I can have some time on the server. So I hope you all weren't too bored to tears waiting for me. That'd feel really horrible. That's really what happened. So, but
4 pulse electric control.
again, I am super
460.
thankful for you guys
Can you tell me at 51
taking your time to watch.
55 Sonora Freeway northbound.
Even though
It's gonna be for
not been
Deputy
too
Levi.
active filled last few patrols.
462, Roger. Cali turn route, EK4 mics.
if you copy.
Go. Man, I got like the hiccups right now. Not really sure why either.
Teach us around to time 6-4.
I'm 6'4".
6-4, were you, are you good? We're just looking for you. You're on scene.
I showed up as everyone. We 10-15 the suspect, so you guys look sufficient. I cleared out.
Copy, you didn't fire your weapon.
Negative.
Copy.
Yeah, no. If I'd have fired my weapon, I'd have stayed there. Yeah, probably wants to do my use of force report, stuff like that, but I literally got out, pulled my weapon, and put it right back in the holster. Not really sure. Hey Zen, yeah, I made it. I'm late. You know, it is what it is. I'm just happy to get a little bit of time. I kind of wish that, you know, YouTube would give me the ability to have like a community post where I can say, hey, look, I'm going to be late, so you guys know. You know, but that doesn't come around until I think you have to have at least 1,000 subscribers before you can do that. So doesn't work for me, obviously. which sucks because then you guys are just stuck there waiting, and you know, no other way to let you guys know I'm not going to be there unless I hurry up and make a Discord channel where I can put up updates and stuff like that for you guys.
7 Frank Highway Project, taking service.
Well, thank you, Leah. I appreciate you guys watching. Like I said, you guys are the reason I do it. So, Benzo mentioned me. Oh man, I may have to check that out. I didn't know that he even knew that I streamed. I feel horrible for saying that, and I have to give him props if he did. I never know about these AIs that come flying through here. Yeah, because like that guy in the front, I guarantee you he's a AI. Looks like it. Oh, did you? Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, I was scheduled to be on. Like I said, I was trying to be on a last patrol. I had decided, you know, I was going to try and be on around 7 for the start of the patrol, but something else came up, and I knew I was going to be late by at least an hour, and so I let them know that I was planning on being on, but it would be late. But again, I can't let you guys know, so you guys are just kind of sitting there twiddling your thumbs or whatever you're doing to wait, and it's not fair for you guys to do that. But I mean, at this point in time, there's really nothing I can do about it, sadly, because I have no way of getting a message out to you guys.
Charles 31, can we get a location on the deputy that was attacked? Are they en route to Polita, or are they en route to Pillbox?
Looks like
Somebody
Benzo.
wasn't going to be Polito.
Copy.
Benzo's in the hospital at Pillbox, it looks like. But yeah, no, like I said, I'm gonna, this weekend, I'll tell you what, I'll work on getting some type of Discord channel up for you guys. Start posting up my videos in there as well. Try and get some people around on that. But that would also give me a, you know, a way to announce, you know, upcoming events, or, you know, upcoming streams if I'm going to be late, you know, something like that. It's more of a live action for you guys, so you're not stuck waiting and wondering. Because my schedule is just, it's so random when it comes to my work and stuff like that. So it's really hard to, I can set the schedules, but like, you know, if I'm working and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna try and be there at 7, if something happens at work, I'm like literally the only person that can fix whatever it is. So I end up taking a lot more hours to fix things than most people would probably do. But realistically, as much as I hate to say it, that's the life of working in a hockey rink. So I'm literally the only one that's in the building that runs the place. So I do it all. I do the ice, the maintenance, the pro shop, the cleaning, you know, you name it, I do it. So, and that tends to pick up hours on me a little bit, especially when something else goes wrong. So, like we had a company come out and assisted us with cleaning our boards and our glass and stuff like that. And then, so they used a heavy commercial cleaner on it, and then they put a sealant on there. Well, the sealant got all over our ice and really screwed it up around the boards. And so me and the other guy that works on as ice maintenance there, and we've been putting in quite a few extra hours every night trying to fix it so our ice can stay good. Because, I mean, if you don't know how hockey works, or, you know, we have the Zamboni, which, you know, it's technically called an ice resurfacer. What it does is it shaves the ice with a blade on it, and it's got augers that will pick up all the ice shave, off and throw it into a bucket that's on the front, on the top. And then on the back, it has water that pours out onto like a double layered felt carpet. And that double layer felt carpet is supposed to help evenly distribute the water all the way across. And well, I mean, it's nice. It works great. You know, it's been working great for, I can't tell you how many years, for how many teams and stuff like that. But the problem is that when they put the sealant on the boards and the glass, it's a water repellent sealant. So you don't have water sticking on there and stuff like that. Well, you know, it's like trying to put water on top of oil. You know, it separates and it puddles up, and it actually left all the ice by the boards. It made it look like a big ring of Swiss cheese through all of it. And it's been a real struggle trying to get the boards cleaned back where they need to be so we can actually utilize the ice. Yeah, it's made a lot of extra work for us. In fact, I think we're on what, almost 4 days now of constant work on to try and get it where it needs to be, and I think we're just starting to come out of that hole, you know, here 5 days later. So it's been a mess. So, but yeah, no, driving Zamboni, it's fun. I love it. It's probably the best job I've ever had. And as far as Benzo, I'm not really sure. Like I said, I came in the middle of a pursuit.
5-4.
Officer was stabbed. I'm not sure if that was Benzo or not. A tear in the large intestine, you know, I really have no idea what that's for. Kind of makes me wish I was on just to know, or at least watching a stream, but I can't do that against, you know, policy. I can't screen snipe, if you know what I mean.
So you're aware of the other units. The suspect being transported to Pillbot.
067 Road.
Yeah, I have no idea. I really wish I knew. I'm almost thinking he was probably the one that got stabbed. Because I think he was actually attached to that pursuit, which is how it all started. Yeah, I agree with you, Leah. You know, the person that did it... Ooh, I'm driving like a drunk man right now. The person who did it, I think, should have done a better job, you know. And I wasn't there when he did it, but I was talking to my coworker, and he felt like he did a rush job on it, you know, and that makes more work for everyone, obviously. And I think the guy that did it should have to take more responsibility for it. But we get to definitely get to go through the actions and fix it ourselves for the time being. Yes, I am actually able to watch streams when I am no longer going to be streaming or doing any type of patrol for the rest of the evening. Like realistically, if I started at 7 and things were dead and I'm like, you know what, I'm just going to get off for the night like I did the other night, you know, get off early, I could quite literally end my stream, exit the game, and jump right into someone else's stream and watch the rest of it. I just can't be watching it while I'm on or planning to be on for the evening. So anything up until the point I get on, I'm not able to see, because they don't want me to use that situation to my advantage, whether I do or not. They just don't want to risk it. And it is difficult to find good help nowadays. Problem is, everyone wants... They want that big paycheck, you know? Like, hockey rink, right? We don't make a whole lot of money. You know, hockey rinks really don't make that much money unless they're a professional team. And even then, they have so many venues that rent the spaces out. They get paid millions just for that. And they have sponsors and stuff like that, which we don't. We're a smaller rink. Big name, but smaller rink. And so realistically, you know, we get applications for people that want to work there all the time. And they're asking, like, that guy's going to crash. Oh, that was close. Oop, and I'm about to run a red light. We get applications all the time for people that are like, oh, I'm in high school, you know, trying to find a summer job, and I want to work for you guys, but I won't work. Nice. I won't work for anything less than like $30 an hour. You know, and our most senior employee doesn't even make $30 an hour there. I mean, if you're a Zamboni driver, you really don't get paid all that much. So... Yeah, it does make sense. Definitely. Yeah. Yeah, Zen, you know, we only, I mean, I used to live relatively close to a professional hockey team. I would say I was like, I live like an hour and a half away from one, and it ended up being, it's obviously my favorite team, but I don't live close enough to see them all the time now, which is sad. Oh, that's an AI. But hockey is like my life away from this, you know. That's my home away from home. I play, I ref, you know, I work at the arena. It's been good, you know. We're close enough to a couple semi-pro teams and a few junior teams, so it's been really nice.
David April.
Yeah, realistically, I would love to see my team play all the time. Tickets really aren't that expensive. It's just the drive to them and back that's the expensive part. Nope, I was actually kind of like mid
4 Tom 72, 3 Tom 6 quarterback.
Yep. Got a call. Hang on a second. 6-4.
Tom 6-3.
Tom 6-4.
Tom 7-2, Tom 6-3. Possible poisoning, 8040 Strawberry Avenue. Correction, Pillbox Medical Facility. 8040 Strawberry Avenue, Pillbox Medical Facility, room 370. Cardiologist believe the patient's been poisoned. Want to speak to either a deputy or either a deputy or a detective. It's be incident 18930, IDS 6.
Wow. Okay.
7-2s are out, code 2 from 3004.
6-4 en route, code 2 from 1053. I'll do code 2. No, actually, I used to be in the southern and central part of the state. But more southern. I was closer to the Indiana border than I was anything else. But Detroit was only like an hour and a half away. So it was actually a relatively decent drive to get there. And so, you know, I've seen a few games a long time ago.
Front, closing.
The last game,
Away.
I've never seen a game in the new arena. So Little Caesars Arena, I have never been into. So all my games are at the Joe Louis, and the last game I saw was actually the last game at the Joe Louis Arena, and that was definitely quite the experience to watch all the alumni come in and all the people with the history of the Red Wings, you know, and basically anyone in the NHL that had something to say about the Joe Louis Arena. You know, they all showed up there. Family of those that were alumni showed up. So like Gordie Howe's son was there, and you know, took the honors and the certificates and all that good stuff for his dad, you know. And so it was a really good ceremony. But I have yet to see another NHL game since then. I've seen some semi-pros play a couple of times here and there. But where I'm at in Michigan, it's a long enough drive away where, I mean, it's a costly trip. It's at least a 2-day trip for me to go down and watch a game. So I would love to see more games though. Like, I would absolutely love it. But yeah, the call I'm going to, apparently they think someone got poisoned in Pillbox Medical. So John Goldness, like I said, he's one of my featured channels. He's responding to the same call as me. So hopefully he will more than likely beat me there. He's working area 4 tonight,
at Postal 1000 for a black SUV.
and I'm in area 3. So I'm sure he's going to beat me there. Like, there's not even a question in my mind. He's going to beat me there by like at least 2 or 3 minutes. Unless he decided to drive through the mountains, in which that case I'd probably beat him there. Yeah, you know, I don't really know how somebody gets cyanide poisoning. I guess we will find that out when you get there. Let's see here.
So 4 times 72 is 1023 pillbox.
Top 72, Roger 23.
Yeah, I gotta go this way. Pillbox is a real finicky one to get to, because the entrance that we have for it is up on the 2nd story, so we kind of have to go down and wrap around kind of thing. You know what? I'm gonna come back this way. Go. So like you can see where the GPS at the top of this hill is gonna tell me to turn right and go around the block, but actually our entrance is right here. Yep. Here we go. Tom 64 1023.
3 times 64, Roger 23.
All right. Well, Let's see how this goes, right? Oh, and
Hey, you the detectives I called? Hey, how you doing? I'm Dr. Felix.
I mean,
cardiologist.
that's John talking to him. I can hear him through the building.
So that gentleman you brought in earlier, Tyrone Jones III, his date of birth is 1/29/1970.
See how this plays out.
He coded 3 more times. I know it was a CPR in progress when he came in. We did an ultrasound on his heart and pulled his blood work. We did get the results back from the lab. It looks like it's going to be an acute case of cyanide poisoning. It was definitely looks like with the trauma to the
I love that dude's shoes.
trachea and everything. It looks like it was ingested orally.
Okay,
unfortunately, we ended up having to transfer him down to Liberty City tonight. He's probably going to end up needing a heart transplant.
Jeez.
Just for your record there, this cyanide's not going to be naturally occurring. It had to be ingested. Okay, so we're talking about capsule form or such.
Yeah, I'm as the staff the cardiologist here. I'm definitely going to have to roll this one. Probably going to be an attempted homicide. This looks like it's going to be deliberate.
Okay,
That's what I was
all right,
about to say. It's probably why the
And
deputies
doctor,
are
can I get your
involved. He
name
thinks
again,
that it's actually a
Yes, my name's Dr. Frank
deliberate
Felix,
assassination attempt or something.
Felix, and I'm the staff cardiologist.
All right, Dr. Felix, I appreciate it. Do you have anything else for us?
No, if as we get more and more results back and stuff like that, I'll update you. But we probably won't see that probably for 24 to 48 hours, and then I could update you guys a little bit later on how Mr. Jones is doing down in Liberty City. But they had to medevac him out and airlift him down there tonight.
Okay, sir. Well, I appreciate everything you're giving us. I imagine you'll be doing a talk screen and so forth on it as well.
Yeah, we're waiting on those panels to come back now. But yeah, from like we're seeing, that was a fairly large amount of cyanide that was in the blood. It's like I said, I don't think this is something going to be accidental.
Okay. All right, Doc. All right. We appreciate your information. If you have anything else for us, please, contact the sheriff's office, obviously.
Okay, we'll do, and we'll try to let you guys know when Mr. Jones is going to be transferred back when he's done there.
Okay, sir. We appreciate it.
All right, thank you guys. Be safe out there.
All
Have a
right.
good
All
night.
right.
You, sir. Mhm.
Actually, can I ask you one question, sir, if you don't mind?
Yeah, absolutely. Go
Do you
ahead.
think that whatever happened to that gentleman happened here at the hospital, or was it before he came in?
He came in that way. Given the state of his vital signs, the fact he was coding on the way here, he did have a history of having a couple heart attacks.
Okay.
So whatever he ingested, it looks like it's going to be the cyanide. It damaged his heart. It's all in his blood and everything like that. So given the time frame, yeah, this was prior to him coming here.
Okay, I just wasn't thinking that I'm sorry, I can't speak right now. I just wasn't sure if you were insinuating that it might have been someone here at the hospital that was, running around doing something.
This definitely happened before, given the amount of absorption in the blood cells. This definitely happened before he got to the hospital.
Okay. All right. That's all I needed to know.
All right, guys. Anything else, please let me know. You guys have a great evening.
Thank you. You
All right,
too,
Doc.
sir.
Appreciate it. You too.
All right, thanks much. Be safe out there.
Yep, you too. All right,
Yeah, so
John.
Matt, hey, what's up, man?
Hey, another night, man. So, not gonna put out a bolo or anything. I mean, I don't think we really have much to go off of, do we?
No, Matt's on his way down here. He was supposed to wind up arresting this guy and booking him and all that.
Gotcha.
But I'm gonna have to let him know that, he's at Liberty right now getting a heart transplant, so that's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
And then I'll give him the information the doc gave me. But you can go 10-8. You're good, man.
All right. Yeah. No, that's what I was gonna say. I was probably just gonna go, because I mean, you got the report on this one.
Yeah. Mhm.
All right. Sounds good.
Not a problem, sir.
All right. Stay safe, John.
All right, brother. You too.
Goldness, right there. He's a great guy. I know I say it all the time, but I really do enjoy working with John. He loves to be involved. He loves to make things fun. I am surprised he didn't ask about the whether we thought it happened here or not, because if obviously, if it happened in the hospital, we might get CCT camera footage to say. But I mean, if he came in that way, there's really nothing.
Frank 5-8 control.
Frank 5-8.
Show me 10-7, 10-42. Have a good night.
5-8, roger. 10-42, 1903. Have a safe organization night.
Thomas kind of get a nice little blooper there on his talking. But to be fair, Thomas is in the UK, and I think it's like, what, 4 o'clock in the morning for them right now. So I give him a little pass on that one.
2 Lincoln 3-8, 10-7, 10-42. Good night.
2 Lincoln 3-8, roger. 10-42, 1904. Have a good rest of your night.
Hey, I said I got you a pass there, Thomas. I'm not pointing fingers. And if it were 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, I'd be doing the same thing. Nice to know that you're keeping tabs on me.
119, you can clear me from any call on show.
119, roger. String tonight.
Can you show me busy? Or actually 10-7.
Ocean 19, roger. 10-7.
Make up your mind. Tom 6-4, you can show me clear back 10-8.
3 Tom 6-4, roger. 10-8 service.
No, Thomas, you would never do that. I agree. Definitely not. Yeah, I know cyanide's been around for quite some time, and a lot of people try and make something happen with it, but man, that's not something you hear every day. So it's definitely a new situation. I like the RP on that though. That was fun. By the way, I'm going to change the subject shortly. Thomas, since I know you've been kind of popping in and out of the stream, I do have a question for you. I'm looking for one of those pedal activated microphone buttons. I know you said that you use them, so which one do you use? I'm liking to look into that, because I mean, I drive with a gamepad and then I walk with my keyboard, but holding the button to talk on the radio while holding the game controller while driving is, well, that's about as fun as trying to text with both hands while driving. So if I can get one of those foot pedal activated buttons, ooh, I'd be in love with that.
Control, Papa 67, show me back 10-8 and route to the city.
6467, roger. 10-8 service.
Yeah, Tylenol is that's a very common drug here in the U.S. Lots of people use it, including me. I'm more of a ibuprofen, Excedrin kind of guy for most of my pain and ailments, but in the military, we got tons of Tylenol, tons of Motrin, lots of water. Because that's the way the military fixes any injury. They dope you up with a lot of pain meds and tell you to drink extra water and get more exercise. So, it's fun. Huh. That's interesting. So I'm wondering if they may have gotten the RP idea from that scenario. I mean, if that is, that's pretty cool.
Four 72 status check. Control 4 Tom 72 status check.
70, go for it.
72 running. Go for it. 18930.
Well, and you know, realistically, you know, Thomas, I actually do a lot of simulation games. In fact, believe it or not, a flying sim. I play a lot of DCS World.
5 duty.
Which can be fun.
On this call, did they transport the victim to the pillbox?
I wonder if that's actually.
Later, victims in the pillbox.
They're at the pillbox.
I may get this guy on traffic. He's floating pretty good. Oop, I went off the road on that one. 00IZQ. That's not coming up with anything. That guy sure is driving like a Civ. But no, I do a lot of sim games. Flying is my big one. I actually have a Thrustmaster A10 HOTAS set that I use for my flight sim. I play DCS World.
Control 2747.
Yeah, that's a AI. Dang it.
2747. You can clear me and show me 1042.
And I've actually been looking for the Thrustmaster. They call them the TPR pedals. It's Thrustmaster pendulum rudders pedals. Been looking for some of those, but I mean those are like $600 US dollars, and they are like on back order for years. But I'm also looking into a steering wheel set, with a shifter and stuff like that. So I'm always looking for stuff like that.
Delta 84 direct.
So who knows?
Go ahead.
Maybe I'll actually
23 at pillbox.
might actually like I said, I'm looking for a decent clicker, so if you got a pedal, I may actually look into a 3-pedal one. Maybe one with a little bit of a linear design to it, because I think that'd be fun.
Shoot me at 21.
10-4.
Right. Yeah, and realistically for, dispatching or even for this, unless I actually set up a steering wheel and, shifter and stuff like that for this, which I probably wouldn't, I would just need an on-off switch myself. So I could probably get, a single USB foot pedal to use and then get a linear set for my sims and stuff. That'd be great. Yes, Zen, I do know that apple seeds do give, they have cyanide in them, but you would have to eat like cherry pits or something like that. You would have to eat a ton of them in order for it to do anything to you. Or like the poppy seeds, uncooked poppy seeds, you'd have to take tons and tons and tons of them, and all of a sudden you'll get like opium poisoning. It's really weird. And yes, that was definitely a reckless AI, and like I said, they were driving pretty fast. I was hoping it was a Civ, but definitely wasn't. And that's funny because I used to have pedals. But over the years I kind of got out of racing games and got rid of them, and I brought them back, like games like this, it'd be fun to use them in. But I do a lot more of my gaming on I play a lot of Gran Turismo, and generally keep that more towards my PS4, PS5. Just because I think it's a better gameplay than on my computer for some reason. Plus 4K resolution graphics at 60 frame per second on a 65-inch TV. That's where it's at. So I can sit across the room in my living room and see it just fine. So, but yeah, no, I mean, there's a couple of driving games that I play on the computer. I'd probably get the linear ones for it. You know, my fiance will tell you, I'm kind of one of those guys with like I kind of have like a gold dumb kind of feeling to myself. And the reason I say that is because if I go out and actually buy something, you know, I'm gonna get the best of whatever's available. You know, like I said, I was looking for a flight sim set. You know, and there's tons of good sets out there, but, you know, doing all the reviews and research and stuff like that, you know, Thrustmaster is unparalleled when it comes to flight simulator sets. You know, for the throttle control and the joysticks and, you know, the pedaling and stuff like that. And so my thought is, I'm spending a bunch of money as it is. I might as well get what I want and be happy with. So I'm going to spend the extra money to get it. And, I've always been that way. You know, I've never been one to, if I'm saving a bunch of money up, I don't want to settle for the cheapest option. I want to get something that's going to make me happy. And I think if I were to buy another pedal set, like I said, it would probably be a linear model. I know Logitech makes a decent one. That's a full driving simulator setup. It's got, I want to say an 8-speed shifter now. So the newer cars that have more than, you know, 5 or 6 gears, you can still use them. Mr. Wu's about to get himself in some trouble. You know, fun fact in real life, when I buy a car, I only buy manual transmissions. I don't buy automatics. That's not my thing. Yeah, I could see that because I mean, you'd have to have the button fully depressed in order for the linears to pick up that you're actually hitting it. If it's just an on-off signal that it's looking for. So I get that, but I'd be okay with that unless I'm doing like, because if I'm just doing dispatch and not actually driving in the game, I mean, I just use my keyboard. But if I'm using, you know, the game like this to drive, a linear one would be nice. Because then, you know, I got a linear button game set.
4.60 Roger.
But I mean, it's real finicky with the on-off part of it, so holding your speed is kind of a pain in the butt. Yeah, I prefer the game controllers for some games. Mouse and keyboard is my thing. I've been a mouse and keyboard guy since the 90s.
8-4, start me another unit inside the lobby at Pillbox and deal with a very intoxicated subject.
But the
Roger, 6.67.
The
copy in route from 7284.
Racing games are a lot more fun with the wheel. Wheel, pedals, shifter, the good stuff. I feel like you have more control, you know, especially if you're pushing the car to the limit, like in Gran Turismo. You know, you start getting that back end to start sliding out. You know, you can feather the gas and use your steering wheel and just drift around it. And you know, you can't do that with a game controller. You can't do that with a keyboard. You know,
23.
Keyboards are even worse because I mean those are the on-off signals. They're not linears.
FiveM, stay 23.
Oh, but yes, Logitech does make a lot of good stuff. Fun fact: my keyboard is actually a Logitech. It's a G510, and it's starting to show its age, and I cry every time I think about it because I absolutely love this keyboard. It's a non-mechanical that feels and functions like a mechanical. It's also got an LCD display on it that gives me all sorts of information. Like right now, I can tell you, you know, the temperatures of my processor, video cards. I can tell you how much power I'm using, wattage wise. I can tell you my motherboard temperature, my utilizations of processors, stuff like that, all right from my keyboard. It's also got 18 macro keys on it that you can program to be whatever you want. And it's just a great keyboard. It's lasted me 15 years. And I mean, like I said, it's just now starting to show some of its age where it's like, oh, you know, that button's not working exactly the way I want it to. And I dread replacing it because they don't make one like this anymore. So, yeah, but you know, Thomas, and you know, I'm going to change subjects to that real quick. You know, I actually am proud to be part of the, what is it, the 5% of the population in my country. Maybe it's 20%. I don't know, but it's a very small amount. I know it's less than 25% that actually know how to drive a standard transmission. And I'm even more few, the farther between, that actually knows how to drive a heavy duty, like a semi, you know, or I think what you guys call them, the lorries, over there. I can drive one of those, and there are very few people that know how to drive those, because I mean, even though I know how to drive a manual transmission, it's different when you drive a heavy duty vehicle like that because the clutching system is different. So most guys know, you know, push the clutch in, change gears, let the clutch out, you know, but on a semi, the only time you use the clutch is when you come to a stop or when you take off. You know, once you start rolling, you float gears is what they call it. And the transmissions are specifically designed to allow that. Where, you know, you hit a certain RPM, you let your foot off the gas and let the RPMs drop for the engine, you know, 400 RPMs, and it'll slide right into the next gear. You never even have to touch the clutch. And when you want to upshift, you know, you do the same thing. You pop it out of gear, hit the gas up to about 400 RPMs, and it will slide right into the gear above it. So it's different, but I mean, not a lot of people know how to do it. And even now, the trucking industry is starting to go mainly autos, and it's a sad day in my opinion. That's like a skill set that people just need to learn, because I can't tell you how many times I've had to push start my car. As much as that's embarrassing to say, but you know, it's harder to get stuck in a manual transmission because you can rock the vehicle in the snow and stuff like that. And auto transmissions can't. So.
Same 81 control. Show me back 10-8, please. Being available.
71 Roger, showing you back to that available. Welcome back.
Yep, I remember the Microsoft, you know, joystick back in the day. In fact, I still have one from back in the day. It's got the sliders on it where you can zero the axes on it. So if you're flying and it's like constantly drifting off to the right or something like that, you could just bump the little slider and it would zero it, straighten it out.
5 Deputy 4 coming en route to Davis Station. I've got a 7.2 and 6.7 handle.
Deputy 4.
I've still got that as a 2-button one, you know, and I've since upgraded to, you know, the one I have currently. And like I said, that's a Thrustmaster A10 HOTAS, and it's a certified replica of the actual A10 Warthogs. So, and the throttle control, I mean, they're heavy. The joystick itself is like 5 or 8 pounds, and then the thruster control on there is another 5 or 8 pounds. You know, it's a heavy system. It's all made out of steel plating and stuff like that, so it makes it so that it doesn't slide around on you.
Good.
Jeff, where you show me
all right, Thomas.
10-8 from this call.
Have yourself a great night, man, or for you, good morning, because like I said, I believe it's past midnight for you. So have yourself a good night. I appreciate your time watching the stream and the support you've been giving me, and I always enjoy our interactions in the game and out of the game. So you have yourself a good one, get some rest, and make sure you stock up on some more Red Bull for the next patrol, right?
6467 Roger, thanks service.
User joined your channel.
Yes, you know, I have a lot of old equipment for computers. I have stuff from, like I said, I have, you guys are probably going to be shaking your head at this, but I still have computers that run 5.5 floppies, or 5.25 floppies, sorry, not 5.5. I have a Commodore, a couple of them, Commodore 64s. I still have a computer that runs Windows 95, and it still runs to this day. With the, you know, we have megabytes of RAM and megabytes of hard drive space rather than the gigs or terabytes that we have now. Oh. Yeah, I remember I still have a couple of trackballs back when those were popular. You know, the little red ball that was on the mouse. They had to roll around with your thumb or your fingers and stuff like that. I have a couple of those sitting around. I have the non-laser mouse. Got a few of those, the roller mouses, where you had to take the ball out and clean the registry wheels of all the oil and dust that got collected on them because the ball would stop moving, your mouse would stop working. I mean, I got stuff that probably should be in a museum that's not. And it's still sitting in my storage. So... yeah, well, fun fact, you know, I miss the older stuff that they had on there too, but with the technological advancements, especially when it comes to gaming, you know, I like the old stuff for sentimental. The new stuff is definitely better for gaming. And the trackballs, oh my gosh, I'm telling you what, I had a very large love-hate relationship with my trackballs. I had the one where it was the thumb one, and you know, you had the 3 buttons, and it was kind of like a half ergonomic mouse, but it had the trackball for the thumb. And you know, that I liked it, but you know, I also had those ones where you had the mouse buttons on either side. You know, you had your thumb with a mouse button, and your pinky had a mouse, your pinky finger, you know, had a mouse button, and then the trackball was in the middle of the mouse. You know, and I really dislike those ones, but I know a lot of people that had those, and I was like, man, you guys are weird. But yeah, those old mice, you know, it even had its own like specialized port on the motherboard for those mice with the balls in them, and I actually still have a few of those rolling around. It was you had the, what was it? The green one was for the keyboard, and the pink one or the purple one was for the mouse. You know, and oh yeah, I have those. I still have a couple of those. In fact, I think I could probably dig around in my stuff here in my gaming room that I have right now. I bet you I could probably pull one of those out. I think I have one in one of my bins. I won't bore you guys in that one because you guys won't be able to see it anyways. You know, Zen, I have to say the same thing. You know, when I got rid of a lot of my floppies, you know, the 5.25s, if you kept them for more than a year without getting them severely damaged, you know, you were doing fantastic. You know, but the 3.5, yeah, the 3.5s, you know, those were, I really beat myself up for getting rid of those. And then they came out with like the zip drive ones and the, you know, I forget the other name of the ones that was like a zip drive. You know, they had those, and those were nice. And I've still got a zip drive reader, and some zip drive discs and stuff like that. But I had a game that was, it was only on a 3.5 floppy. Tells you how old it is. And fun fact, it's a turn-based space game, and it was a space domination game. There we go. That's what I was gonna say. And it was turn-based, and some of these games, you know, if you played with it, was like basically a space game of chess. And you know, some people would play those games, and you games would last for years because you would have 8 or 9 people playing in a single game, but you'd only take one turn a day, depending on the person who was actually hosting the game. But the problem is that the full version of the game came on a 3.5 floppy, and if you didn't have the floppy disk, you couldn't unlock the full potential of the game, you know, the full game. So you were stuck with the trial version of the game, which limited you to, I think, out of the 11 classes, you can only get like 5 of them, and you couldn't maximize your level of, you know, research and stuff like that. So it was really very limited. And when I actually lost my disc for it, I got so mad because when I went back to the company to get another one, the company was like, yeah, we don't do those anymore. You know, those things are like 25 years old. Like, but I'm still playing, you know? I had a dedicated IBM laptop that had a 3.5 drive in it. And that's what I used to play it for a long time. And, yep. I can no longer play that game, which is... Did she just say, tell me about the coffee enema? Sorry. That was like a squirrel moment for me, but that was hilarious. Because coffees are enemas to begin with. They make stuff flow that shouldn't be flowing as easy as it does. But I have a few floppies that are still floating around. They're mostly games, but I do have a couple storage ones that are still around. And I do have a couple of 3.5 drives that are still around, a couple of 5.25 drives that are still around and working. You know, so every now and then I'll grab my really, really, really old rigs and throw them in there and pop open the discs and be like, I'm going to play this game today. And that's a fun nostalgia feeling. Yep. And see, and that's kind of the same thing that a lot of other things did, was that they would you know, they'd give you the floppy because it took less space for the trial, and then give you the big one for, you know, CD when they first started coming out with CDs for the full version because it took that much more memory. That's an AI too. The guy in front of me ran a red light. I was hoping it was going to be a Civ so I could get him, but that ain't happening. Oh my gosh. Yeah, they're probably going to call it here in a minute. There's only one Civ on. So I'm not keeping it. And I keep my hopes too high for much longer gameplay. But I will say this, you know, I miss the old DOS games. I had a lot of games and still have a lot of games. Even on my current computer that I'm streaming on right now, I have quite a few DOS games that I could literally put, you know, DOS box on and play. And would be perfectly happy playing them. And I kind of miss the DOS days, you know. You had to open up MS-DOS, and you had to type in the directory, and make sure you got the directory right so you can type in the .exe, the executable file to run the game. You know, you'd run a batch file for updates and stuff like that. You know, I miss those days. Yep. Yeah, I remember the days of the, oh, you just bought a game? Yeah, it came with 6 floppies. And I have to install them one at a time. In fact, what game was it? I had installed, I want to say it was Age of Empires, the original Gold Edition. I installed that one, but it was using like a Windows 2000 or Windows 98 installed package, you know, executable. And it was absolutely hilarious watching it, trying to estimate my RAM and hard drive usage and space and stuff like that. It was great. Yeah, no, I've heard of that one. I know there was GOG or Good Old Games. They have a lot of old stuff on there. A lot of that was like first generation compact disc games. But I do know that there's actually quite a few that are still DOS based as well. I am not sure of any others off the top of my head, sadly. But yeah, I had one game that was a 5 1/4 full game. I want to say it was Oregon Trail.
Me back in service.
I think that was the game I had that was on a 5 1/4.
1934.
Yes, GOG is absolutely fantastic. In fact, believe it or not, GOG was the only place I had a game growing up that I loved. Like, hands down, was my favorite game. Steam does not carry it. And I think of the series of some of the other games I used to play as a kid, they don't carry either. Like, I used to play Descent a lot. Descent 2, Descent 3. It's about a futuristic spacecraft mining company that they send you out because the robots turned evil for their mining company and just started destroying everything. And it was like a
84 copy 101742.
like a flight combat simulator. It was actually a pretty good game. But the game that Good Old Games has that I was looking for because I didn't have the disc for it anymore was actually called G Police. Like G as a golf police. And it's basically a futuristic helicopter police game. And you fly this like rocket propelled helicopter. And you have to go from dome to dome.
7 with 4 Tom 72 to back.
From dome to dome to the different areas of the game to combat crime and stuff like that. It was a really neat game.
7-2.
But yes.
6 pause 6 7 4 Tom 72 to back. Stay patient. 8040.
The
8040.
GOG is like heaven for me because I can't get away from the old games. I still play Quake 3 Arena, you know, and that was popular what 25 years ago, and I still play it.
Round from 8040.
So I've got the Duke, you know, the Duke Nukems. I've got the Quakes. I've got the like Hexen. You know, that was a big game back in the day. All the Age of Empires. You know, if you looked at my Steam game list right now, they're all like almost 95% of them are all retros. And I've actually got, you know, emulators and ROMs on my computer. I've got 5,600 ROMs for the Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, Sega CD, Nintendo 64. I want to say Game Boy Advance. And there's a few other ones in there that I'm probably forgetting. And I actually have all the USB controllers for all the original systems, so playing the games is just like I was playing it right on my original Nintendo that's literally sitting right across the road from me now. And to which I do have most of all the retro systems dating all the way back to an Atari 2600. So I still play the original cartridges too. You know, SWAT. Are you talking about Police Quest SWAT made by Sierra?
4 false like Duke Control is really clear. 10-7, 10-42.
Because Zen, if you're talking about Police Quest SWAT,
copy,
I have all of them. I have Police Quest 1, 2, and 3, Police Quest SWAT 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I remember those. Those games were hot. And in fact, I still play Police Quest SWAT 4. That's one of the better games. But from what I've Yeah, that was in Police Quest SWAT 2. That was the first call out. I remember that. A barricaded subject inside the house. She locked her husband out, boarded up everything, was carrying around a gun, a shotgun or a pistol, like shooting everyone that even came close to her. And if you made the wrong click and made the wrong move, you ate it. I remember that. That was a rough game. But yes, no, like I said, I remember those games. I still play those. But fun fact, Zen, if you're interested, there's actually a new game that just came out. I know Jeffrey has played it a few times. I have yet to play it. It's called Ready or Not, and that game has been cited as basically being the new Police Quest. It's like Police Quest SWAT 5. So if you're interested, you can check that out. You might actually get the newest edition of Police Quest SWAT. Just a heads up. I know eventually I'm going to get it, and I'm probably going to love every minute of it playing. But yes, the way they reacted to the moves and stuff you made in those old games, oh, priceless. I'm not even gonna lie. I had more times laughing and cussing at that game as a kid growing up for messing the same scene up like 100 times trying to get to the end. And then you get to the end and it's like you're telling these people, look, I use my mirror, I see the subject, you know, you're giving them the hand signals or talking over the lash, you know, like, oh look, the subject's right here at this location, you tell them exactly where they're at, and they're like, hey, stop using the lash, it's not a toy. Or like, you know, you snap your fingers at them and tell them, hey, the subject's over here, and they're like, do you see something? Well, yes, subject right here, suspect right there, and they're like, I don't understand what you're saying. It's like, do you not know the hand signals that you taught me? And you're the one who taught them to me, you know?
Control, Alpha 6-7, show me on scene.
Hey, I get it.
6-7,
I get it.
1023-1940.
You know, with my life right now, my son is still, he's still younger, so he's kind of got an earlier bedtime, and my time for games is when he goes to bed. So I get you. I understand not having a lot of time for that kind of thing. So I'm just saying, future reference, if you ever get that little bit of a personal time, if you know what I mean, and you got an ability to play, I would recommend it. Even if it's not something, you know, shoot, you could run the ROMs. In fact, believe it or not, I'm not sure if you know about this, but
19 control, I have a silver two-door, failure to yield currently, opposite lanes of travel. It's going to be flipping around. It's going to be southbound lanes to North Freeway 2043.
They actually make emulators
Tom, 6 for 2043 North Freeway.
They 781, you get charged from that.
Did they just attach me to that? I don't see that.
271 copy.
They make emulators
turn towards Sandy on
for
Joshua.
Android-style phones, and if you install it, you can play all the old retro games right there on your phone.
Currently lost eyes, attempting to see if I can catch up southbound East Joshua Road.
Southbound East, and he did attach me to it. He didn't even. Oh my gosh. Well, I guess I will. He's southbound East Joshua. What would be the best route to get there? You know what, I'm just gonna take Sonora. Yeah. Like I said, I will.
Control 4 Tom 72.
I would recommend.
10-4, I'll be code 6 in the area of Pillbox, looking for 1008.
I would recommend looking into the ROMs. It gives us some nostalgia, you know. That's where it goes.
19, my subject is now here at a off-road motorcycle. We're going to be East Joshua right at Seaview 2047. They're just driving around. Going to be a BMA wearing like a red vest of some type. Now we're going towards Sandy on East Joshua.
Copy.
Be paralleling East Joshua into Sandy. He's going to be on the berm.
I appreciate the heads up. I know YouTube's kind of stringent on some of their stuff.
But it's going to be, looks like he's going to be wearing a red and white shirt of some type, a red vest, and
but
yellow shorts.
Realistically, and I'm not saying that everyone does or not, but there is actually legal ways to have those. At least in the U.S. there is. That does not violate, you know, the copyright infringements and pirated stuff like that. So, but we'll change subjects on that one. How about that? I'd rather not have, you know, Facebook get super mad at me.
You just headed towards Alhambra.
We said southbound in East Joshua, so that's where I'm at. I'm probably way behind.
Subject has now carjacked a local, going to be eastbound Algonquin Boulevard. It's going to be a rusted out old school van.
Algonquin. Eastbound.
Copy, arrested. What was the vehicle again?
They're going the other way.
3-1 advised. We got the subject on Weed Ave.
Copy, can you tell me the description of the vehicle?
He's assaulting us. He's taking off.
Where the heck are you?
Gonna be on Algonquin Boulevard 3001.
Copy.
See if I can catch up to him.
Audience 933.
Clear. Closing.
SO1 closed 1946.
Whoa.
Shaw, 3-1 advised. We got 11015. We're at 3001. The intersection of Algonquin Boulevard and Panorama.
Copy 11015 3001 Algonquin across Panorama advised by Emperor.
There he is.
Yeah, clear to lift the air.
Audience 733 on effect. SO1 back open. 1947.
Okay.
You gotta take a look at that. Oh wow. Oh jeez.
I'm just gonna sit you in this car.
Can you guys swing back around to the road to our right? Stay with the car over there.
Yep. Sounds like he's having a good time. Yeah, that other cop, man, he rolled up on me pretty quick. I thought for sure he was gonna rear end me.
Which vehicle is it again?
That's Benzo.
That van right there.
Oh, the van. Okay, gotcha. I'm gonna take a look through it. Okay.
If one of you want to check on Seaview, I think he had another vehicle over there that he ditched. It's a good silver 2-door.
Okay.
Is it silver 2-door?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw him ditch it behind the record shop down there, right at the Seaview Cross.
Okay. Yeah, I can do that.
Appreciate it, man.
Yep. Seaview. Where is Seaview? Let's see. Did the record shop, but that dude's having some issues. Try not to hit the charger. There we go.
Okay, do you have a name at all?
That dude's got some serious issues.
Charles 312, units on the medical escapee individual. Could you advise me what your subject's name is?
It's gonna be Winnow Willie, first name spelled Whiskey India November Oscar, last name Whiskey India Lima Lima Yankee.
Okay.
Yeah, he does sound like
I got
Fat Albert.
somebody with that last name, but do you have a description? Just want to make sure if we have the subject you're looking for.
Copy. CCTV caught that he was wearing a red life jacket.
Yeah, copy. Person we got here is wearing a red life jacket as well.
Copy. Location.
Red 3001, Algonquin Marin Sandy Shores, but we can transport him down to station for you guys.
Copy.
That on Seaview. Trying to find Seaview.
We'll come down to Sandy Station.
Yeah,
A-frame 67 will be en route to Sandy Station.
maybe I'll ask the command if I
6167,
can.
copy 1076, Sandy Station.
Maybe I'll see if I can't get them to let me go on for a little bit just to
31 to 67.
Go ahead.
Get the radio fixed.
Advice, we can just take him to Davis if you're closer to there. We already got packed up and we can head down there.
Copy. If that works for you, I'll just meet you at Davis Station then.
Copy that. We'll be en route there.
10-4.
I am
Break.
not-
So I'll be en route to Davis Station.
Finding that.
Copy there.
He said Seaview Drive. I am not finding a Seaview Drive. I'm sorry. Dab City.
Control 6, Tom 72.
Floor palm 72.
Rama. Oak Tree.
10-4, I'll be in 10-8, heading back to Area 4.
Floor palm 72.
Oh, he's over there. That's Seaview.
10-8 back to area 4.
Okay, that makes sense. I thought he misspoke. I thought he meant Marina Drive, but apparently he meant Seaview. That's why you don't question your superiors, right? Yeah, he's doing something. He wants to imitate some type of guy. You know what? I'm gonna see if I can.
You send medic meet us at Davis Station for somebody in custody. Eval, possible injury.
Copy.
Tell him to bring a change of pants. That dude sounded like he doo-dooed himself like 5 times while standing there. I gotta get over to Seaview. and do it code 2. And that dude was wearing like basketball, like 1970s basketball shorts. You know, it definitely didn't contain all of that, if you know what I mean. And it sounded juicy. Okay, not seeing silver two-door car over here.
And 2 Charlie 31.
Trust her.
Confirmed that he's being transported to Davis.
Hey, from Ocean 19 is going to be transporting them to Davis.
10-4.
At the tow shop on Seaview. This is the place at Seaview. I'll continue down. If I remember correctly, there's not much down here because that's grapeseed. That's the airfield. Yeah, that's North Khalifa Way. Yeah, I didn't see a vehicle on Seaview. Behind the tow shop. I looked behind the tow shop. I didn't see a vehicle. Yeah. I'll probably eat something here in a few minutes. I won't pass out. I've been watching it flash for a little bit. I appreciate the reminder, though. Once I find this vehicle. There was a silver two-door. That he swapped out behind the tow shop on Seaview. I am not seeing it. And normally civilian vehicles like that don't despawn. So if there was a vehicle back here, we would see it. I'd probably tell auto repairs. See if I can get back here without crashing. No car over there. Go off a little bit over here, see if it's over here. I don't think it is. Yeah, that car's gone. Long gone. The only other place is right here. I like how all the traffic is stopped waiting for me to be an idiot. Let me radio that in. Tom 64 to Ocean 19 direct. Do we have a possible postal for this silver car that he ditched first? I'm not finding it behind the tow truck stop on Seaview.
It was going to be the opposite side towards the Grapeseed Seaview. It was going to be, I believe it was in the area behind that building with the T intersection towards Grapeseed.
10-4. I'll search over there. Towards Grapeseed. I'm towards Grapeseed. I mean, call me crazy, but I'm not seeing a silver two-door vehicle. Are you guys? That's what I'm thinking. He's not being very descriptive for me. He's I've already been behind this building, so T building towards Grapeseed. I am pretty sure that car despawned. It's probably what it was, is a local vehicle. He stole it, and you get far enough away from it, it despawns. So, I'm assuming that's what happened. Yeah, the sheriff vehicle that was coming my way, I believe that's John. Whenever he's in 4 and 5, he likes the F-150. I mean, I drove all the way into Grapeseed. You guys saw me. And, yeah. I didn't see it. From here to Grapeseed. So, I'm thinking, like I said, what it is it was a locals vehicle. And we got far enough away from it, it just despawned it. I'll check down here, but this isn't really a place to store it. Yeah. No. I think it's gone. I'm just gonna tell him no. I'm not seeing it. Tom 64 to Ocean 19. I'm thinking it was a locals vehicle, sir. I'm not able to find this vehicle. I've driven all the way to Grapeseed and back, searching behind buildings, and it's nowhere to be found.
Copy.
Well, on that, there is one sieve on. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to head to Candy Station and probably call it an evening. Because I can guarantee once they get to Pillbox with this subject or Davis, there's probably a pretty good chance that Ocean 19 or Eugene, for those that don't know, is probably going to call it and say end of patrol. Because it's going to be slow. We got a lot of officers off. FD and EMS are getting off. It's just going to be one of those slow ends. A little bit of action in this patrol. It was a short patrol, you know, a couple hours, right? Yeah, almost 2 hours. But no paperwork. That's always a thumbs up for me. As much as I enjoy doing my paperwork and everything like that, I'm okay with not doing it as well. So, no, Eugene is actually in the Caprice. That's Eugene's personal vehicle. Yeah, you know, Zen, I'm on the same page. It's 11 p.m. here too, and I know I have to get up early for my son to get to school and get him ready and stuff, so I should probably get some shut-eye myself. But no, like I said, the pickup, the Charger was Benzo, the pickup was John Gates, or Goldness. Like I said, he's one of the guys on my channel. He's featured. And then Eugene, you always know Eugene because he's forever driving either a Polito police car Charger, or he loves his Caprice. I mean, hands down, he's 99% of the time he's in his Caprice. So he loves that thing. Like, Mark is usually in his car, and he's usually rolling around with the K9. So alrighty. Well, like I said, I'm here. I'm gonna go ahead and clear off this and go 10-7, 10-42. Tom 6-4 control.
Three Tom 6-4, go ahead.
Yeah, he really is an interesting character. Control, you can show me clear out this call in 10-7, 10-42. Have a good evening.
3 Tom 6-7, clear 10-7, 10-42, 20-07, good night.
There you go. Click, and I'm off. Yes, Mark is actually, I think he's only one of two people on the server.
4 Tom 17. I'll be 10-7, 10-42 as well.
That
4 Tom 7-2, receive, good night.
He is, I think, the only other person. Maybe one of our sheriffs can, but I honestly believe that Mark and only one other person do the air units. I think everyone else just, I don't think anyone's applied for it. And if they have applied for it, I don't think they've gotten accepted into it, because Mark's the only one that I ever see on it. I do know FD has, you know, a helicopter that they use for EMS and fire. So they use that for medevacs and stuff like that. So, but like I said, on that note, I am going to call it an evening. Next patrol is Friday. I will be late to that. I am not going to be able to stress that enough. I honestly don't know what time I'm going to be. Like I said, I don't remember who flies Mark's chopper. I think it might be Jeremy, one of our captains. Not 100%. Like I said, there was only one other night I had someone else flying. And I don't think it was really that long. It was just kind of like a 2-minute gig. So look, John's running. Don't know where he's going to. Yeah, like I said, I will be late Friday. I know we have something going on till at least 7 o'clock at work, and then I have cleanup afterwards. It usually takes about an hour. So I won't be home until probably at the earliest 9 o'clock again. So and I will definitely make a stream that night. Hopefully I make it on before the stream the patrol ends, but I'll definitely make a stream regardless, and I'll let you guys know what's going on. So, but on that note, y'all, like I said, I appreciate the time that you guys give to me in my stream. You guys are what make my channel, and I will never ever say that it's my channel without you guys. And I hope you guys are still enjoying the content. I know I'm enjoying you guys and the content as well. I'm happy to see it grow, happy to see the views going up, happy to see new people coming in, and love the interaction in the live chat. You guys are awesome. I really can't say that enough.
You can show me 10.7, 10.42.
So you guys have yourself a great evening, and we will catch you at the next patrol. All right, guys? Good night. Have a blessed evening.